Let me quickly show you how I was able to trade $4 account to $516 worth of profits. Okay, I can go back in time right here and then just scroll back right there, even back, and you still see these are the actual results. Of course, this is a live account. Actually, let me go ahead and withdraw another $120 right now as I record this video. Okay, let's see. You can see now the withdrawal have changed. I've withdrawn. The only profits remaining is $159 worth of profit. Okay, so I'm gonna share this particular strategy with you. I already have another trade running. I always use stop losses. There's my stop loss. Obviously these are just tiny profits, but I'm willing to hold this. Check the link in the description box below. There's a YouTube video explaining this particular strategy nicely.
Let me first dissect this strategy, and to better understand this, we have to look at structure. By structure, of course, I am looking at support and resistance. Okay, so this is like your floor, this is like your ceiling. Okay, so what we will be having, we can have the uptrend or the trend line down like this, or we can just look at the normal horizontal support and resistance. But in this case, we are definitely going to be looking at the 21. That will be our most important aspect for the purpose of this particular strategy. All right, so structure right here, this is the 21 exponential moving average. Okay, I'm going to show you how to set that one up in case you are new and you are not familiar with this particular shandies right here. So let me just dissect on support. We basically want to look for an opportunity to buy, and then on resistance right here, want to look for an opportunity to sell. So what kind of signals are we going to look out for on support? What kind of signals are we going to look out for on resistance? Similar to this, suppose that this is our 21 EMA acting as a resistance. We are definitely, let's say we are moving below it like that, right, or the other way around. Okay, remember, resistance is always on top of price. So if this is what we have as our support right there, we might look for opportunities to actually buy. Maybe let me just show you on this particular one. So if this is a downtrend right there and this is our 21, actually we can only sell if we see a set of rejection on the 21. Okay, if we see these two rejections on the 21, that is when we can continue selling. Okay, however, should we see a breakout of this nature, let me see if I can show you the changes. Should we see price doing this, not in this fashion, let's say maybe we have a candlestick that is doing this and it breaks out, all right, we are going to buy this part of the candle. Okay, so we always want to trade on the rejection on the wick of the candle. Okay, so if it's like this, we want to sell. If it's like this, we want to buy, as long as the 21 is cutting through the wick of that particular candle. Just like this one, right? You can see here the 21 is cutting through and the wick is this side. So we want to oppose the wick. So what you want to do, the easiest way to do this is to put an arrow at the end of the wick. Just put an arrow like this. Okay, then you will know that this is a nice buy as long as the 21 is cutting through. Right here, you'll put an arrow like that. Then you will know that it's a nice sell. Okay, similar to this one, arrow like that, arrow like this at the end of these 2 weeks, arrow like this at the end of this week, that will be a buy. That is just to simplify what I'm actually showing you. So, but the special case right here where you have an engulfing setup or an engulfing candle breaking out of the 21. Okay, let's say this is the 21 flat breaking out. This is the breakout candle. However, those who better understand candlesticks, you will know that this particular set is actually the same as what we're looking at. So if we look at this candle one right here, and then we also look at this candle 2 right here, this set, you can see this candle is bigger than this, so it took all the stops out for the sellers. But what I usually wait for is to see the next candle coming back to test the 21, especially if the 21 was cut through by the big candle then I'll be looking for a buy around there, hide the stop loss there, and then anticipate a move to the upside. I'm actually going to show you a live trade just now that I took with this particular example. Let's see. I haven't checked that trade yet. Let me see if maybe I can just open my trading platform right here and then show you that particular setup. Let's see if we can get there. Okay, so here is that trading example. If you look at the 21 exponential moving average, the stop loss was there, just updated it as price went to the top right there. So again, you need to identify where the structure is. Again, let me just show you the 21. This is the 21. This is the moving average, 21 period, exponential. That's the settings, right? Exponential. Simply click OK. So you can see this particular candle right here. Let me see if I can mark it nicely. Let's get this one. This particular candle right there broke out of the 21. So here's the 21 exponential moving average around there. So it broke out of this 21, went up, and the next candle came back down. Notice how we are having a nice rejection around it. So I'm just showing you with a live example of that last concept. So you can see that last rejection around this particular point. All right. So this is where I took a buy right here on the next one. And this is this was in some nice profits, almost 1:2, because the initial stop was there. So it was almost at 1:1. All right. So that is why I have moved the stop to break even. The reason why I do that is so that psychologically I don't get to watch price as it moves. Right. So that is another trick that you can use. So you can see I'm simply just doing simple stuff, nothing rocket, nothing like that. The only thing that you do is to look at price failing to break out of that. Let me show you another simple example similar to what I'm showing you. So you can see price broke out there with this big candle. It doesn't have to be an engulfing, but it needs to break out of the 21. So it broke out, and then notice how price came back, and this candle right here signified the rejection. Let me show you the rejection of the 21, because this was a breakout candle. This is a pullback, and then if you look at this, there's a set of rejections before there was a move back up. Okay, so it's similar to this right here. If you look at it again, price came back, broke out here of the 21, gave a set of rejection, hesitated a bit, then pushed up with this candle, similar to this particular one. All right, so that is actually what we're actually looking at. We are simply looking at the rejections differently, but of course the time frame in which one can do this, I know a lot of people are going to ask me questions like, which time frame can I use, which one's the best time frame? There isn't such a time frame as the best time frame. It depends on what you are looking for. Let me remind you of what we are looking for. Again, if I go back to this particular shandis right here, where is that particular shandis? Okay, the whiteboard. Remember what we're looking for. It's either you're looking for an engulfing setup where it's breaking out of this. Doesn't matter if it's on 15 minutes or it's on 5 minutes, whatever time frame, but what are you looking for? The problem that I see a lot of traders having is that they don't even know what they're looking for. So it becomes difficult for them to combine everything. Remember, let me remind you of the first stuff that you have to look for. You need to look at structure, 21 EMA, or your normal support and resistance. In this case, we're focusing more on the 21 EMA as support or resistance. And we look at the rejections. And I've indicated that if you reject like that, you're looking for a sell. Even like that, you're looking for a sell right there. Okay, and if it rejects, you can see here it's breaking out of this 21 EMA, meaning it's on top. So we're looking at this particular shandis right there. Even if this was like that, this one right here, you can see it broke out, and then this is a rejection. Then we would look for a nice buy all the way to the upside. Okay, so this one will be a nice buy all the way to the upside. So these are the things that you should look out for on your chart. Okay, so the issue of time frames, it's not really a big issue. So suppose maybe you were to look at this now without the engulfing, then you look at this particular candlestick right here. Let me just show you this particular one. You can see it got rejected on the 21 exponential moving average. Okay, so that will again be another shandis to look out for. So if we go up here, you can see again, if I change the time frame, we're still looking at the same shandis. Look at this. This is just our 21. It is broken, and this is a nice rejection. We could say a nice push to the upside. That is the basis of the strategy. The stop loss goes to the far end of the rejection. So if let me just move this a bit. So if you're using this candle right here, your stop loss will have to come somewhere around this point. You can wait for this candle to close, take a buy on top of that rejection. Keep in mind that it needs to be on top of that rejection there. Wait for a buy and then hide a stop loss down here. Okay, that is actually that, and then you are done. Hope for the next push to the upside. So you can see it, my stop loss is at break even for that first position that I took. So even if I get stopped out there, that is part of managing your emotions. Okay, manage your emotions, because price could just take off to the upside, price could just come down fast. But right now that we at break even, that is a much better chance. And if you are taking partial profits, that will be very otherwise. Yes, let me remind you of the rules once more. You need to look at the rejections there, rejections around that point. That's it from me. If you like this video, please more that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. I'm gonna drop more content on how to grow a small account. This is just a simple strategy. I believe everyone can be able to do this. Otherwise, drop me a comment down there. Let me know if this was helpful. Otherwise, sharp.